President Ruto, the president of the continent, and his corrupt cabinet members was trying to sell the Kenya airport behind everyone's back. It was a secret deal, but what a young Kenyan named by the name of Nelson read the documents. I don't know how he came about it. He came to get the document and he brought it forward for everyone to realize that President Ruto was trying to sell the airport to an Indian company named Adani. Mind you, Indians don't like Africans. And whenever time African citizens visit India with a visa, they treat them so horribly at the airport. Anyway, that's neither deal. Let's continue. So because of the whistleblower now, we get to find out that they are trying to sell and the airport and the Indian company wants the airport to be in their names. But let's take a listen to what the whistleblower said, and then we're gonna dissect it. Take a listen. Boom.
Yes.
But I don't think I'm really safe. I have received a lot of threats since the day I exposed this deal from Indian bloggers as well. In Kenya, the DCI, they tried to intimidate us by sending trumped up charges. Adani was asking to have the title deed of KAA in their name, and the reason they gave is that they will want to use it as collateral for taking loans. They asked KAA, after 2 years, they
Yes.
will renegotiate workers' contracts. So the revenue from the SPV in Kenya goes to the SPV in Abu Dhabi and then
Yes.
goes to the Indian company Adani, which we now know. So this one alone raised, this is a red flag. Why can't they just do business directly to India from Kenya? Do a SPV in Kenya and go directly to India. But why would they make it in Dubai? And if you follow the news, UAE is a big tax haven.
Yeah.
And the way they launder money is through SPVs.
So there you have it. That's Mr. Nelson, young gentleman, very educated, and a hero. To brought everyone attention to this because since this came out, as he said, he's been threatened. You have the Indian vloggers who are going against him and certain Indian politicians, and they're also pressuring his company as well because they said that he's got visit from law enforcement concerning his company. So they're trying to intimidate him at the same time. So this will show you that the depth, this corruption, the depth that this corruption has gone to, where they're actually pressuring the hero of the story while no one was actually talking about what the company Adani and the president Ruto himself and his corrupt cabinet was doing. But let's take a listen to the cabinet discussing this on the floor, and then we're gonna tie it out again. Take a listen. Boom.
Who was the minister responsible who should be answering these questions? Is it you or the Minister for Finance? You are a stranger in these proceedings. Someone would conclude that the deal is done because you've indicated clearly that there is a team currently in India. Why did you even decide, the government decides to even negotiate with them? Because the initial program, if I look at what they've given, you just tell them, sorry, come up with something good.
Pure manipulation, conmanship, self-aggrandizement, greed, and corruption and larceny and lethargy of the people who want to perpetuate illegality.
That in that meeting, that money exchanged hands. And Chair, later on, I believe as we continue, these details should be presented to this House.
There are serious integrity concerns with the company itself and, of course, with the government that is proposing to go ahead with this particular project.
So there you have it. You can see that they are visibly upset, and you can't. That's the word, and confusion, because this was a secret deal that not even they in government knew about, and the fact that one of the senators said that money had already exchanged hands says a lot. So that's mean this was all about trying to get rich by President Ruto and his corrupt cabinet. Because don't forget, when they had the protests a couple months ago with when they tried to introduce the tax hike bill to tax the people into debt, that caused a riot, the protest that erupted. People lost their lives, places get burned down. He promised to do better. What he did, he dissolved the government, which was only a front. Then, as soon as he dissolved the government, what he did, he went back and hire 7 of his former cabinet members and then mixing with some of the new members. So what happened? These 7 cabinet members, most likely with President Ruto, the con man, was doing this deal to sell the KIA airport in Kenya. The audacity, and then the company Adani is not even gonna deal with them directly. They're gonna make everything goes through the UAE, which is a tax haven for wealthy people. So that in itself shows you that that's mean whoever get paid off this money most likely is in the UAE as well, and they're gonna have secret accounts over there. So you cannot blame President Ruto cannot blame colonization or nobody for his shortcomings. This is he with all his big speeches, his pretty words. That's how con men work. They have these grand speeches, these beautiful words they can say when they are talking to people, and distract you while they are doing heinous deeds behind closed doors. Because this is a very heinous deed that you want to actually sell or lease an airport for over 30 for the next 30 years. And the name of the grounds where the airport sits on gonna be in the investor's name. That in itself shows that's a red flag right there. That's in a situation that that's some form of corruption because they want as the gentleman said they want to use that to take loan against the so when they take the loan against the property, who you think gonna when the loan cannot be paid back, who you think gonna pay for that? The citizen in truth via tax. So he's keep on doing these backdoor deals with different countries because he's always flying all over the world for what we don't know, and giving these grand speeches and playing this morality as if he's he have higher morals, which is in not hindsight. In real life, he's a con man, a money grabber, corrupt person, a puppet as well. This proves it because every time he gets a chance to do something for the country, he goes against his own citizens, and he promised better to help with cost of living, young people, give young people jobs, and work on the debt that they have to the IMF, but none of that he's doing. He's actually sinking them deeper and deeper in more and more debt. So we cannot blame colonizers for this. We cannot blame the white man for this. We have to blame our leaders and their corrupt cabinets who are actually making backdoor deals behind people back. Now they're acting out. They are trying to hide documents because one of the senators who was involved was told to bring documents to Parliament. He didn't. He said he can't find it. To show you they knew what they are doing. Well, let me see how long they're going to keep the charade and how long President Ruto going to hide behind his presidency and say he know nothing of this. As time goes on, we're going to have more coming out so we can see exactly who signed these, who money hands exchange, who have secret accounts, and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, I don't know. Tell a friend, like, comment, share, and subscribe.